are you, boys and girls? Welcome once again to Mental Block. My name is, the B to the W. Anyway. Okay, last week I've been recording and I had to throw away all my recording because it was stupid, that's why. I'm going to do a lot more tight editing, well, at least except for this little rambling at the beginning, which I'm getting pretty interested in doing. Anyway, what happened was, I went to visit a YouTube site that was playing some video about rail duplicators, because I'd heard it mentioned on some video of somebody else, and it wasn't the same thing, or at least I don't think it was the same thing. I tried to run it, and it didn't work. And my video failed. I couldn't get it to work, so I had to give up on that, and so I did. But I've got a little special surprise for you, which we'll get to see shortly. Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to look at some other stuff. But first, a quick look in Mental Block. Yes. Okay. I don't remember where I am, or... Well, I was in the middle of something. Boy, I really am in the middle of something. Oh, I forgot I left all those blocks lying around. Alright, I'm gonna get back to my place. Have to get back to my place. Have to get back to my place. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I'll show you what I've done here. I've done a little bit of half blocks because I like half blocks and because that way the golems can walk around. No, that didn't work. Alright. I'm trying to show him something. By him, I mean the sole person watching the videos. I'm of course joking. It's not really one person. Maybe it's... If you're watching it, there's a good chance somebody has watched it before you, but not much of a chance because, well, it's just not... Oh, that is some weird loading over there. Okay, here's what happened. I made this area larger. Handmade crafting is now a larger building. Except it still goes underground. I didn't separate anything yet. In here, I've emptied out the space here. I had the painting moved over here, and then I lost the painting down there. And so I had to take out the fire, and the painting is still lost. So I have to make another painting. Forget that. Over here is the device in question. Unfortunately, I can't show you what it is without breaking the block. I hope I brought my rails with me. I didn't bring my rails with me. I brought those rails with me, but that's not good. This is supposed to be this type of rail duplicator, only I can't get it to duplicate. No matter how many times I tried. There we go. No matter how many times I tried to get this thing to go. You put the block here, it pushes forward, and then it just keeps going. Only every time I placed a block there, it would break. And then I would grab it, and then I'd place it again. So it didn't work. Then somebody said it works only in multiplayer, not in single player. I don't know what it's supposed to do. So, I look to anybody who's watching this to possibly help find a result. To find a solution whereby I was unable to. This method is supposed to work, according to what I saw. So maybe it no longer works, or maybe it only works at 164, and this is still 162. Whatever the case is, I'm going da-da-da-da-da-da with my brain trying to figure all that out. That's it. That's all that I have to say about this. And now for the surprise. Yes. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to show you... Mental Block was not the only one. I brought down my save games from the upstairs computer. And these are all the old ones. As you can see, they all have cheats on them. That's because I used to play with cheats all the time. Not because I would use them. Sometimes I use them. But very often it was just because I had to fix a problem that would occur while I was playing that wasn't anything I didn't know anything about how to get around. We're going to look at my old worlds. Just to show how messed up I was. And long-running commentary on each. And we're going to set each one of these to creative mode so we don't have to mess around with all that. Although, some of these are other people's worlds, and I'm not going to mess with those. Project 1845 is interesting. You should look at that. I was going to do something else with that. I was going to look at it from another thing. We're going to just look at these worlds the way they are. But we're going to set it to peaceful mode so nothing happens. Okay. Normal. Peaceful. Now if you're wondering, this is an abandoned mineshaft. The first one I ever found. Deep in a ravine. In snow area. But this is not it. This is in fact where it was. I found this, and what happened was, I looked at this map. It's map 0. Let's look at the map. It loaded properly. That's just great. One problem, it originally didn't load properly. There was something wrong with it. I had to mess around with it before I could get it to work again. Because it didn't load, I had serious problems, and I gave up playing the world. This was the world I had been playing. It was the first one I had been playing for more than about 10 minutes. And as such, I was very sad to see it go. Now, I'm going to show you something. Oh, it's over here. Let's go faster. It's not like I'm going to lose any health from food or anything. In peaceful mode. Now this is just simply a well. We'll get to that in a minute. This is just simply a well that has water. That's it. It's a design found in deserts. And yet, people didn't know this thing existed. People thought it wasn't real. And I have no idea why. Let's check the FPS for a second. That's pretty good, actually. It's because I'm using my better texture pack. Anyway, somebody said this was a very rare occurrence in these maps. Well, it isn't a rare occurrence. Or maybe it's somewhat rare. But, hey, I found it on my first one. Now over here. Ugh. Boxy and garish, isn't it? Isn't it? And it looks a little bit like a TARDIS, actually. That wasn't in my intent. Needless to say, I wanted all these great blocks that I couldn't get. Only I couldn't get them. This is, of course, lapis lazuli, for those who don't know. And that's glass, obviously. Oh, by the way, just found out they're going to put colored glass in 1.7. Cannot wait for that. This was interesting that I tried to light this with that. As you will see here. Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's on top. Center of the world, 0, 0. Yes. I used to be obsessed about that, especially this early on. Another thing that happened was an Enderman came along and removed a block around there somewhere, causing lava to spill into my fortress. Yeah, this is Zoom's house. Now, Zoom was my original character's name. I only bought the game once, but I was playing the game offline with the character named Zoom for some time. Of course, it's Becker Wozat now. I like this door opening like this. Very, very bare bones stuff. Very simple stuff. Second floor, I didn't know what I was going to put on there. Third floor has bedrooms. Very simple stuff. And bookcases, before I had an understanding as to what we were supposed to do with the bookcases. And there's nothing over here. It's just a dead end. And I was going to build a fourth floor, but I never got around to that. Rather dull, rather stupid, rather pointless, rather much like a beginner might create. And if you've ever created something like that, you're not necessarily a bad beginner, really. I mean, you got to get through these phases is all I have to say. Okay, now what do we got here? Simple stuff, blocks or ingots. I don't even remember what I have. Compasses, probably for making maps. That one's crooked. Nice. Trees and bushes, and why are they there? Misc. Now if you look down here, you can see this really complicated cave system, and I don't remember half of it, and I was a noob when it came to these cave systems. I didn't explore too much. I didn't even put down much for lighting. I had a spiral staircase over there. I can't go upstairs for some reason. Anyway, this was fun. One interesting thing is it seems like a long journey, but it actually isn't. This way. Yes, directly this way. Well, almost directly this way. You know, get a drink while I'm traveling here. It's something you learn to do stuff with one hand on a key when you're using a keyboard for this game. There we go. Only have to cross a single river. It's before I knew about doing this. So I had to take a plunge in those days. The second location I ever got to in the game. Don't remember the black sheep. I had dug up from a huge ravine, and we'll show you the ravine in a minute. And I formed this base camp around where I dug up. See, that's where I dug up. That's it. That's all that it was. Yes, 64 diamonds. You can see I was cheating even back then. Look at the armor. It's all iron armor. Then wherefore the 64 diamonds? Not sure I understand what that was about. And then over here somewhere, I don't remember where, but it was around here somewhere. Might be over there where there's that little hole. I pillared up and I got to look down and everything, and I'm like, oh, I can see my house from here. Not that house, that was my camp. So I built that pillar. But yeah, it turned out I could go to my house from here. It wasn't all that far after all. I'm not very fond of these early things, but why is he saving it then? Well, you know, I'm saving it out of a little bit of nostalgia. I don't really need to play this anymore. Ooh. Is this it? Yeah, over there's the tunnel I made to my house when I found out how near the house this entrance was. I was going to make this tunnel anyway. I don't remember this gravel here. It's been so long since I played this game. Most of the time I played it in either peaceful mode or I had cheats on, and I only had to fight a little bit. In fact, I don't remember any fights in the early days. You can see more lapis lazuli and quartz. I really like them. Even today I still like them. I liked it at least in the remake of this texture that I got the color right. Lapis lazuli not so much. Southwest base one, this originally said Zoom's house before the other one took over. The blue one was, the name of the place was changed. Yes, a featureless room. I was going to put chairs and tables, but I never figured all that out. I built rickety staircase to second floor. But by that time I had already built an... I left the door open! What the hell? I'd already built an outside staircase. This was going to be a second floor apartment for somebody else. Well, you stay closed this time. I love the idea of sleeping in here and getting to look outside. I was considering building a third floor. I did build a roof, though. Not that that really matters. When I dug down here, I was really upset because, oh no, I dug partly outside, and I ended up finding a cave system that has an entrance right there in front of my house that I didn't even know was there. Did you see it when I approached the house? You probably didn't. Well, here it is. Some points to you if you did spot it. And that wasn't the only one, as I'll show you later on. Ah, the memories come flooding back, and I wish they wouldn't. Dead end, that's it. Back in those days, all I had ever watched of Minecraft videos, apart from Archmage Melik, was something called Mindcrack UHC, and I'd only started watching that. I think I'd watched part of 12. This, I dug down, but I don't seem to have done anything with that. And so they had a rule that said you couldn't go caving or something or other. I don't remember the details. And then there was this second room was made. It was right for store everything. I stored a lot of things, extra things everywhere. Things I don't need. Things I don't care for extras of. Things I don't know why I put the dirt in that. I should have put them in one by themselves. More diamond. The diamond was probably just for picks or something, although I don't have any diamond picks. There's map 1. Let's see what was on map 1. Oh, that's the desert. The desert. Yeah, that's the desert where my new house is. Don't care for that at all, really. And when I dug this room out, I got through to another cavern, which has another entrance near my house. How did that work? That's not the worst of it. I couldn't see this one from the house because it was behind a tree. I got so angry. I'm like, I'm going to burn the forest down. And then it didn't burn down, and this is the result. Yeah, way to go. And then I found I could dig more over here. And I dug more over here, and it got really perilous. And then after a while, it didn't get so perilous. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. And then I went this way. I just like keep digging in one direction. Just because you come to the end of it doesn't mean you need to stop. And then suddenly, whoop, fell through the earth. And I fell all the way down there with diamond armor. At the time I had diamond armor. I fell all the way down there. It's a very, very long drop. I wasn't very proud of that. Heck, I could fall and die now if I'm not careful. This is a very rickety staircase. And there we go. And there's the entrance. Oh, I haven't dug any of that out yet. Yeah, like I'm going to come back here and play this thing. Huge ravine. This is not... I don't think this is the ravine I was in. I didn't know how to stop the water. I didn't know where there was water or whether there was a problem with it. I gotta stop it right now. Well, I have to get there first. Can't get there. There we go. Something I wished I'd known at the time, because there was a lot of this and I wasn't putting down torches everywhere. I probably kept it because I didn't know about the infinite water yeah, infinite water. See, that's pretty much the end of that. In fact, I don't know what I did next to get out from here. That was it? Oh, and that's where I pillared up. Well, that's good to remember. That's where I pillared up and came out of nowhere. Tried to see if I could see it from here, but I can't. Is that it? No. I don't think so. No, that's not it either. I guess I didn't come back here then. Otherwise I would have gotten all the goodies. Except I didn't need the goodies because I could have as many goodies as I wanted from my normal activity of cheating. Why do you think I stopped cheating? Don't like it. In completely unrelated news, I just got a bunch of diamonds on my regular mental block server. And I didn't cheat to get them. I'm doing strip mining. I know there's people who say strip mining is like cheating. You know, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, it's not strip mining. Strip mining would be with TNT, wouldn't it? I mean branch mining. Anyway, I was so glad when I emerged from this without having died. Because I had a bunch of things that I shouldn't have had. That I didn't want to lose. I was nuts about conserving resources in those days, which was probably the main reason I was doing all that cheating. Oh no, he doesn't want to lose all that iron ore. Wait, it's over... I'm not seeing it. Wait a minute. Yes, this was... And just so it is very, 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 very obvious, this other pathway is another one that leads to a ravine. Only I've completely forgotten how. I just see pathways all over the place. This one goes way down. But I don't even remember how it goes or where it goes or that's a dead end. Well, anyway, you get the point. It went to another ravine. The ravine has lots of lava in it, and it went to a dead end, and I dug my way out of it and made the base there, and that was where I pretty much stopped looking. That's why when I found that other ravine with the abandoned mine shaft in it. And so, now what? Well, now we do the next one. Where's 2, 3, and 4? Well, I deleted them. They weren't very good. 3 was good, but I kept getting killed. That's when I was doing survival mode without cheats. And it wasn't peaceful either. 5 is Skyways. I recommend Seed 5 while you can still use it, because it's an island. It's one of those survival islands. Where the hell am I? Oh, wait, I remember. Look at the coordinates. X 19,904. How did that happen? Well, I teleported. That's a cheat command, by the way. Cheating to get these maps out. Yeah, this is a mushroom island, although it's got some weird colors. Doesn't look right. And there's the mushrooms, as they are called. It's beautiful, but the reason I was teleporting so far was because I was trying to find a place to send a... do I have anything with me? No, I don't. There's all my diamond stuff, as you can see. That's purely cheating. More maps in case I needed to make any more. I don't remember what the apples were for. I guess I thought I needed to eat, but maybe I wasn't sure. Anyway, so what happened was I built this really great tower, and I'm going to show you the tower next time. Next time that I get a chance to come back to this world and figure out how to teleport back. Wait, are cheats still on? Oh, you know what? I remember now. I could teleport back, but I didn't... I don't have the coordinates with me. It's a very strange thing, but I had the coordinates written down on a piece of paper, but they're not. I don't have them here. I have them elsewhere, so I can't teleport back there right now. That's right. You can't fly when you're in survival with cheats. Anyway, but I was building a humongous set of train rails and a train station going to this humongous, really garish and ugly tower. Now the trick was, before I teleported, I put as much stuff as I could in this ender chest, and then I carried an ender chest with me, so that I could drop it when I arrived at my destination safely, if I did. And if I didn't, I would just lose the chest. I wouldn't lose anything else. That was brilliant. Well, it wasn't great, but it was okay. I made a few things by mistake. You get the number wrong, and then you're stuck with one of those things. A lever? What do I need that for? Nothing. Anyway, it's a pretty beautiful island. We could look around it if you want. Some interesting little areas and things. The other side was where I actually came in, but I did a tour of the island before deciding to stay the night, and I dug into this place. I didn't even build the door yet. I don't have enough wood. That's probably why I stopped playing. I was like, oh, I have to go get wood, and I don't know where it is. Hey, there's something over there. You know, what's the render distance? Render distance. Normal. So what is that? 128 meters. I didn't know there was more out that way. But man, these are huge ocean. Well, not oceans, but they're pretty big. I looked at this in in Amidst. Amidst is a good tool for looking at these things, although, and it has a huge ocean area, but I missed a bunch of places. These things are always in the middle of oceans. Well, not always, but most of the time they're in the middle of oceans. Well, I think that one's done. We'll go back to this one someday. Skyways, because I was going to have skyways. I put names to these later on. Originally they didn't have names, they were just numbers. Redo! And I don't remember what the previous one was, but here's redo. You will find I'm in the middle of a cave system. Cave base 1, creepers not allowed. I had so much stuff, including lots of diamond. This was all found stuff. Everything here was all found stuff, even the diamonds, just everything. But I had to leave it all behind because I was lost and I didn't know how to get out. But actually I wasn't lost here. I was lost elsewhere in this humongous number of catacombs, and there's just so many caves in this thing that I can't actually show you because I'll get lost again. Well, no, maybe I won't get lost this time. I think I put up a sign or something. But I do know how to get out from that cave base. There's like 2 places. This is the main one. Oh, it's raining. Nice. How did I get out? Oh, it's over here. I should have taken more stuff with me. As it is, I'm leaving it all behind. Yeah, well, I'm trying to show. My purpose in being here is not to play the game, but to show exactly what I had made. Can I even get back to it is the question. I think it's south from here. And I think this is south. Oh, I have my map. Look at the small amount of distance on that map. Diamond sword, please. Thank you. I don't know. I had a different approach to cheating in those days. I mean, a different feeling about it. You know, I felt that it was perfectly necessary when you... Ooh, nice clay over there. Perfectly necessary when I needed to get something done and I didn't want to have to go looking for it and dig it out and all that. You know, I think I'm approaching it already. That can't be right. This takes a while. Anyway, when I went north, it was just to map out the area around where. Whoa! Oh, not much of a ravine. Yeah, when I went, I was just trying to map out the thing, and it was absolutely no use whatsoever. Because I didn't get very far before I looked another location and oh, there's a humongous hole in the ground, and so I looked down and I just found humongous amounts of caves, and then I just thought, why did I bother? You know, I don't know where I am now. I'm going to need the map. Oh, I'm heading straight to it. Oh, that's good. Except I don't remember any of this. Do I have a boat on me? No. I might have made a boat at some point in time. It says I'm heading straight for it. Except it doesn't look like I'm heading straight for it. Did the thing save properly? Wouldn't it be weird if it turned out it didn't save properly? This is not at all familiar. Oh, wait, no, wait, there's the pathway. There's the pathway, I see it. Boy, this was a complicated one. When I got there, I was like, I'm going to build me a map. I mean, a tower. This is complicated. I'll just show you what we have here. Yep, stairs up. This is the first floor, so the ones below that are actually lower. That's glowstone, if you're wondering what that texture is. This wasn't finished, but then some of the stairs weren't finished in some of the places. This is called 6A because there's a 6. When I first built here, I'm like, I'm going to dig to the center of the world and put up a marker like before, as you could see. This is right up against the center of the earth. But I'm going to this time dig all the way to the bottom, I said. I did that without any problem, but I used TNT the first time. I dug it out. It was all perfect. It was all wonderful. And I had severe problems in digging out the area and everything, and I tried to make a second floor, and that didn't work. The stairs were in the wrong place. I had crafting benches in the wrong places. I tried to make little mini towers up here, but this is a first floor. It's kind of funny that this looks way up here for the first floor, but that's because the ground actually went up to here. This was originally on a hill. Anyway, one thing led to another, and I eventually deleted the first world, and I forgot why. And eventually I just started digging down as before on the second try for this thing. This is a very improperly placed stairs. That's B1. And here's the central room. Every floor has below 1F. 1B and lower, every one has a central room. Ends in 0, 0. And they go out to these nice room areas with lots of glass, and I didn't put any furniture in here yet. I also didn't put anything to light up back here for some reason. Maybe somebody could explain why I did that. You know, what happens when creepers? I like the glowstone on each one of those. And then you go down some stairs and there's B2. And so down some more stairs and it's B3, which is the lowest one you got where you can still see wherever it is. Still see out here, and some of this is underwater. A nice touch. Also somewhere around here, but I forgot where, behind the wall somewhere is another pathway that I built that I didn't no, it's not a hidden door, it's just nothing. It's useless is what it is. And then down here I stopped messing with the quartz because obviously I haven't actually gone to the nether. I didn't even go to the nether for a long time. Here's where I first had a whole bunch of rooms or a big room for lots and lots and lots of chests, as you can see. But I ought to have more dirt than that. Yeah, where's my dirt? This is a water block. It's supposed to be a bucket with water, but it's just a water block. It's very funny to have one of those. What's this map? Probably was a mistake. I'm not done digging that out. This is where I found out that glowstone works in the floor but not embedded in the ceiling. Yeah, that made me happy. B4 is not the lowest, of course, because this thing goes all the way to the center of the earth and it just gets darker and dingier as it gets near the center. And the idea was when you got near the bottom, as you got nearer and nearer the bottom of it, then you could see more and more stuff being done. And eventually get to the part where I'm doing a lot of mining. This was the first world where... here we are at the bottom. Nope, that's the bottom. Nope, that's the bottom. 15. Oh, I forgot how many levels this was. 16. 17, center of the world. A low level makes for a high life. Oh, that's funny. Nope. Nope. 61 obsidian. Nope. There's all my dirt. What's it doing down here? Yeah, I don't know why what happened was the second time I played this game, this world, I dug straight down because I knew there wasn't anything here. I'm using the same seed, 6, as I did before. So when I use this seed, it's 6. Yay, 6. Anyway, so I knew I could just dig straight down, so that's what I did. Rather pathetic, actually. I don't have anything else to show you, really, because I spent so much time digging this stuff, which was originally supposed to be hollow, and then I was going to put glowstone up the center. I had all sorts of stupid ideas. Now I'm going to just use this for digging out for mines, but I didn't get around to that, as you can see here, which is really stupid. It's old. Alright, that's redo, but at least I got some of it done. 7 was stupid. I was digging in the middle of a river. Let's not get into that. Charm. It's called 8B because it's the third one. This one's pretty good. Yes, I built a realistic looking tower, and it looks a little bit better, and it's not so blocky anymore. But there's a long and sordid history around this old map. For one thing, I kept taking damage when I fell. No, that's not it. This is the north face. Yeah, it's the north face. So that way is my... First time I played the world, I got trapped. I was going west that way somewhere in the middle of a snow biome, and I kept getting lost. I kept not finding my old base. Really crappy dirt hovel. Terrible. Don't ever play that again, I said. But I came back to it because I wanted to see if I could still have a go at this. And I came back here. Now this used to be a huge hill. And my original base was over there on the other side of that short part of the hill. And then I found I could build up halfway up the hill. Then I found a way to get to the top, which was really tough to do. Once I started build a gigantic staircase that went all the way down to here. Anyway, the point was I'd go in here, I'd get lost in this cave system, I'd find some diamonds, and then I'd get killed. Because I was sick of using peaceful mode. Yeah, I'm on peaceful mode now. But I decided in that version of the world that I was going to get killed anyway. Don't worry, I'll figure out a way to get up there. There. Now the clay is from actual clay deposits. The clay making the bricks. So I'm actually building everything here that you see is from something I made because I found it in the world. Something I did the first 2 times, and the other 2 times it was less successful. The first time I got lost, the second time I kept getting killed and losing diamonds. After the second time I thought I'm pretty much emptied those caverns of diamonds. So I had to start over. Tower of Malevolence, and I still love that name. This looks nicer in the original textures with the light brown and the dark brown, but it looks nice. This is not 0-0, by the way. I finally cured myself there of the affliction of 0-0. I've been to 0-0, and there's a pyramid to the south of it. That's nice. 1F entrance, that was obvious. 2F was empty. Map room, didn't put any maps up yet. Skyway, yes, I didn't show you the Skyway on 5, but here's the one on 3. This is not finished either because, guess what? I ran out of track. Also, I was going to create some powered rails, and I didn't have enough redstone or gold or whatever. Yeah, it was probably gold. Another reason why I stopped building the Skyway is because there wasn't anywhere to send the trains to. I was planning on going that way where you'll find the pyramid, but there's also a village in that direction, but I haven't actually visited it yet. Put spare mine carts here, and I could only make 1. It's a nice try. I do like the design. I like the ceiling design as this extra stuff. There's some glass panels and there's half blocks. I started going nuts about half blocks on this thing. This is the work area, but only for now. There's my infinite water source. Storage. I increased this area because I was going to do something here, but I've forgotten what it was. That's just typical of me, by the way. I don't remember why. I got tons of dirt, tons of stuff. Let's see what I got. Blocks. Guess where I got those from. Stuff I don't need. Valuables. See, I got gold, but I don't want to use too much of it. Also, I didn't have a tree farm, so I was just getting the trees from outside. We're not done with the tour. Observation deck. Love this, by the way. And then I built something so you could go out here and experience the exterior. This is actually pretty nice. This place used to have a lot more sheep than it does. I don't remember what happened. Did I kill them? There used to be some cows, and I did kill them, so I don't know what happened there. The platform doesn't go all the way around for some reason. To the south, there's just trees and stuff, and there's more trees that way. And I've actually explored a lot more. Let's see what we got here. This is all I've explored. This is a much larger area. To the northeast, I did a lot of traveling by boat. In fact, all of that's done by boat. It was a lot of fun, and you see that little brown square in the northeast halfway up the map? Only brown square you can see. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. The one that's right here. Ha ha ha. Hey, I could actually point at it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, there's a house there. It's so far away, though, I don't have time to get to it, and it's not that impressive or anything, but it's a nice view from there. So I heartily recommend Seed 8 to any idiot who I was going to put a trap door there, but I didn't. And as the sun sets, let's go to bed. No, I'll just do that myself. Lovely view from up here. It's lonely at the top, but it's also single player, so what did you expect? Next. Hi, good. Okay, next comes after 8. Palace. This is the first palace. None of the palaces have been finished. This one has especially not been finished, as I'll show you. Where is this? It's the middle of a cave system. That is huge. But where am I? 518? That is a very long distance from the palace. Where am I and how did I get here? Well, let's go this way and see if this is the way out. No, I don't think so. 11. Oh! That's why it's 518. Oh, I got one. Have I got a button on me? Yes, I do. Looks like it's lit already. Oh. Don't want to send off the cart before I light it. Here we go. For all of you who are wondering if I actually knew how to do one of these, yes, I've already done one of these successfully, and this is it. Well, this is one of them anyway. But this is the terrible one, so I'll just show you what I've done with the terrible one. I am at a low level, as you can see, 5, because this was where I was going to put my subway. The subway is going to go to the very edge of the 1 kilometer distance from center. The palace was going to be at the center. My throne was going to be on exactly 0, 0. So far, so good, right? The underground was not going to be the palace itself, but the underground was going to have a couple of floors of work and residence, and then above that was going to be the throne room, and the rest of it was going to look like Project 1845, and that's what I'm going to show you when I get off of this crazy thing, which is done with left shift now for some reason. I'm going to leave you there. Exit. I knew that. I was actually going to have 4 of these going outward from the center, going to the very 4 edges. That's Wozat's quarters. I have another one over there. That's somebody else's quarters. This looks hideously ugly. Yeah, I put the portal at 0, 0. That was kind of stupid. Hey, these are all running. That's me turning cobblestone into stone. Lots and lots of that. Anvil, which I've never needed. A room which I haven't even used yet. I was going to put something there. I haven't done any of that yet. That's too high up. That's my cobblestone generator. I do make those more often. This way. That was going to be a restaurant, but I never built it. Or look like a restaurant anyway. There's supposed to be 2 cows in there. Oh, there's the other one. I screwed up when making this, and the cows kept getting out through the door, so I had to brick up the door, and they had trouble with the fences. For all I know, they may still go out through that door. Still working on it. A functioning tree farm, for those of you who are wondering if I could do that. That's why I had to have a second level above the first one. by the way. This goes up to another area. That's where the restaurant second floor was going to be. Over here we had lava, but I think I got rid of it. I don't know how I got rid of all that lava. This way we've got reeds. I was going to have more stuff that way, building it. This was going to be where I was going to put the sheep or maybe the pigs. I don't remember which. It's taking a long time to go through these maps, by the way. I hope the whole thing isn't too long. That's basically storage. You notice that the storage consists of having everything in its own room. The idea is that I could just keep digging out as long as I needed more and more and more of them. I could just keep digging out forever in that direction. That's a great idea. But it's wholly impractical because then you still have to store everything, which takes forever. Here's the second floor. You can look down on the first floor. Hi, first floor. Here's the... well, it should have been there. It's not there. Why was it not there? I was going to build above that the palace, but I don't seem to have gotten to that. Wonder why. Maybe the pathway is over here somewhere. Ah, here we are. And this goes into the... This is the palace room. As you can see, I have to dig everything up here. The idea was I was going to dig all the entire square kilometer, north, south, east, west of here. Take all of it, remove all of it, and make it a big open air area which is extra low so as to look really cool and exciting. And it doesn't look cool or exciting. And let's face it, it's stupid. That's what it is. Next map. Because of that, I said no. But it was because I had a problem with the stairs that I created the new palace. And so, here's the new palace. Here is where the throne room is going to be. And you can see I've already been digging up all the way to the surface. And I was going to eventually get the rest of the square kilometer. Well, it's actually 4 square kilometers. Snow started forming, though, on the clay, or whatever the surface is. I think that's clay. I switched to creative mode, and I had trouble. I dug out in that direction as far as I could, so I could get some kind of idea of the front entrance. That's why I stopped this version, by the way, because it was the same problem as before, only instead of it going out too far. I mean, the problem was I didn't want it to go straight. I wanted there to be stairs up into the throne room. So I realized I was going to have to create the throne room first. This was created last. And I'll show you. Here's the stairs to the surface, which is in the desert. This is nice. I like that I put a thing here around the stairs that you got flowing lava around glass. That was a pretty funny idea. You can see I didn't get very much there. Ooh, look, gold. Drop stuff here. Why, what could this be? This is the drop-off point. Oop. Is there anything else up here I gotta show anybody? No, I guess there isn't. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go down here. Oh, wait, there's this. This opens the secret door, which is not a secret door. To the portal room. Okay, you've seen the portal room. I gotta work on that someday. Authorized personnel only. Yes, a completely automated storage system, but I have too many, so I don't know if it actually works all the way through. But yep, stuff does get dropped in that chest up there, and it goes through. It goes through up here, which is hidden behind some blocks. And then it goes into the machinery, which I can't get into these rooms for some reason. Never could. Which are filled with hoppers and droppers and chests galore. Oh my! And who cares, because... Haha! That's the miscellaneous chest, by the way. Nothing in it. We'll get to that in a minute. I didn't build very much this time, though, because I was busy trying to get these apparatus working. I didn't even dig that out. I was already using cheats to get most of the stuff I wanted, because it was faster that way. It really is faster. You have such a hard time getting stuff sometimes. I must confess, I don't see the other stuff I was supposed to have built. But yeah, I built another floor below this for the subway, and here it is. 2 trains. It's a stairs down. It goes into this most excellent... That's the train area. More authorized personnel only for the gunk. Place spare minecarts. Well, try leaving them all here. Oh, that's right, you can't. No, put them in there. Put it in there. Who cares? So what we do is we want to go south. I found this on YouTube. And what you do is you push forward just slightly and you take off automatically. Goes down this long tunnel. It's right beneath the storage area. And it stops here, but I was busy digging more. Oop. Oh, I'm still in creative mode. Oopsie. Do I have the right brick? Yes, I do. Well, I guess I'll stop there. But yeah, I've dug out these tunnels. Well, you know, if I could just fly. If I could just fly, I'll look through this thing. Hideously complicated apparatus about how to get all the train tracks done right. It was hell to get it to work right. But get it right I did. Now all I need is to actually build this thing to travel the long distances that I go on about. As you can see, I've dug a wee bit further, but I haven't finished digging the wee bit further. Look, more gold. And none of that matters when you've got cheats on. None of that matters because you can just make it whenever you need it. Look, diamond over there. And it doesn't matter at all, which is why I get so upset about it, because it's stupid to say let's have I mean, let's just leave this stuff. Oh yeah, digging out that and getting rid of all that magma is going to be a hideous problem, but it will eventually be done. It's a very long corridor. I think I spent like 3 weeks just getting to where I did. Well, it didn't take 3 weeks, but it took 3 weeks to get this far in playing this particular map. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. More gold over there. Heck, even I'm getting tired of this. I bet Stanley Kubrick's psychedelic sequence in 2001 was shorter than this. Finally we get to the end. And we're almost at 900, and I think this is a good place to stop. And I have to have it going the other 4 directions. There were going to be end train stations here, and these were going to be the exit areas from the map, and I didn't get around to it. Well, you have to remove all this magma. And then there was the problem of everything was perfect except that the throne room was too low. I needed it to be a slightly raised area. And so that's where 11 came in. This is 11B. I made several attempts. Oh boy, I don't remember. See if I remember how this was done. There we go. One of many bazillion ideas. But wait, what are you doing and why are you doing it? Oh well. Why are you building this thing in midair like this? Whoopsie daisy. It was the start of a I would have sworn I built more than this. Start of a huge palace, done properly from the top, on a super flat. It's all stained clay, no stained glass, which is a mistake because I just used all that glass up. Of course, this is in creative mode. Here's the throne on 0, 0. Beautiful. The columns were a nice idea. It looks different with the thing done the way it is. The regular texture pack would have made it a little better. There's an awful lot. The columns weren't done. The floor wasn't done. I was going to do... Oop, wrong button. I was going to do the wrong button. I was going to do something else over here. This was a raised area, as you can see how I'm raised it. But the other bit was going to be something else, and I didn't get to do that. And the rest of everything is on a super flat. And not only that... Oh boy, it's going to take forever to get over there. Well, it's a huge palace. I mean, this is just the throne room of the palace. So you could, because you see, I'm looked at Project 1845. So from here, you got stairs down, then you got a further space, and then you've got the entrance. This is still inside the palace. And so there's a thing below that. This is going to be the main entryway, foyer. And then I have other buildings and everything all written down and planned and everything. There are several villages on this map. Do I have the map with me? Oh, wait a minute. Eight. This is the part of the palace that I have done. As you can see, there's more of it done than before. And this is the map of the whole thing. You can see a couple villages here and there. I think there's actually more than there should be, and some of the villages are bigger than they should be as well. Anyway, there you have it. A very, very, very incomplete. No, there aren't going to be any real doors. That would have not served its purpose. Also some horses. That was nice. Anyway, after this I gave up with making things in this old single player. Max Headroom. What's that doing there? Oh, it's referring to the title. After that I pretty much gave up. That's 11. There's no 12 or anything. What happened was, since I hadn't spent much time above ground in 9, 10... no, it was 10, 11, and 12. I don't remember where 12 went. Why isn't 12 up here? Maybe 12 was an experiment in a super flat. Or maybe that's my test world. Where is the test? Anyway, so 10, 11, and 12 were all done on my first 3 attempts. And for the videos, and that didn't work out. Anyway, well, that's better. At least that's a game I could get behind and maybe kick once in a while. Until next time.